All right. And then TikTok, as we know, TikTok, I got to take a minute to figure out, of course, as always. 12 to 16. Oh, that's nice. Wow. Yeah, ours is, I think, 5 to 10. But, the cold, obviously, for all of us, the cold is going to be hideous the next week and a half or 2 weeks or whatever. Okay, really? Yeah, no choice. All right. Hang on here. Let's see what's going on here. Oops, all right, that didn't work. Sorry, I'm trying to look at TikTok. All right, who knows? All right. Let me slowly get TikTok going here. As you know, this will take a second. Hey, Flying Medic. A couple of you guys, not too many yet. All right, TikTok. Let's see. 9 degrees in Oklahoma City. Yeah, it's 15 or 16 in DC, which is, again, a little cold for here. I'm not thrilled about this. What the hell is it doing now? Oh my God, they changed it again. What is wrong with you people? Oh, dear God. What the fuck? TikTok changed it again. Unbelievable. Well, let's see. God. Oh, now TikTok is having glitches. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Please log in first. Oh my God. Please log in. I'm literally looking at myself here. What do you mean log in? Oh my God, I hate you people. Oh my God, I hate you people. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Account may be at risk. Oh my God. Your account may be at risk. I'm just trying to go live, you freaks. Oh my God. You crazy people. There we go. Now let's see. Oh my God. Crazy ass. Oh my God. It won't let me go. Here we go. Okay. Live. Now we can do this. Oh my God, you lunatics. Jesus. All right. Fan club. All right. We're trying again here. 10 degrees. Yeah. I finally had to put on my little space heater by the window, and I don't like doing it because I worry about how much money it costs. But it's taking too long. I knew this was going to do this. It's taking too long to heat up, and I'm just going to have to, I've got it on. I set myself an alarm. Actually, I want to make sure it's actually on. Yeah, it's on. It's on. All right. I'm trying to figure out, it's got a little thermostat, but the thermostat's kind of hard to figure out. So, Super only live, allow preview. Okay. Let's see. La, la, la. Hold on here. All right, hold on. Almost ready to start on TikTok. I finally put Sasha in a sweater. I felt bad. Because it's just nippy enough. And she's on the ground where it's way colder. So she's in her little, although she's very pretty in her blue sweater. I will show you. So, but she's also much warmer. She's always looked good in blue, but you can see she's in her little blue sweater. I mean, she really is cute in her little thing, but she looks good in it, but also I'm showing TikTok when they're not live yet. That's her in her little blue sweater. But it definitely keeps her warm, which is good and necessary. So yes, I've got the little space heater on because we don't have a choice. So, oh, there we go. Hello, TikTok. That took a minute to figure out. Sorry. All right. Woo-woo. Good morning. Sorry, it took a minute to figure out. TikTok keeps changing things. All right. Much better. Thank you, Carol. Mirror my image. I never know. Did I just do it the right way, the wrong way? I don't remember. Anyway, so yes, I was just saying I had to turn on my space heater by the window, which I don't like doing. But actually, the thing, it annoys me Thanks, Ash. I can't, like, I've got the condo came with little space heaters at the base of the window here. So there's like a 6-foot space heater along this 2 panes of the window, right? So 2 panes of the window, 6 feet long. And it came with the unit and clearly meant to buttress in bad weather. But what I can't figure out is, like, is that more expensive or less expensive than the emergency heat that my heat pump has? I pretty much turned off the emergency heat because I know over the years that goes through the roof. But I worry about this being expensive too, you know? But I don't know. So I don't know who Dylan is, Bryce. So I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Oh God, I don't know what's up with creator pay. What are they doing? Oh God. Right. I don't know who Dylan Page is. What did he say? Don't scare me now. 6 inches already. Oklahoma City. Nice. I mean, it is pretty. The TikTok files. Oh God. Anyway. Yeah, I don't have thick curtains. I've got these curtains, but at some point I've got to open them because it's too dark in here. So I had them shut, but I finally opened them right before the show because I was getting tired. It's just too dark, you know? But it's, you know, but yes, thick curtains might not be a terrible. What do you do? Also, these windows are too big, so thick curtains would be difficult with them, I think. Anyway, welcome guys. This is our hangout we do for the paid subscribers. Okay, I'll have to say I have no idea what. I mean, I'm not sure I'm thrilled watching 22-minute video. That's a bit much. I will Google it. Dylan Page. Let me see. Anyway. But yes, I've got my check it again here. I can't tell. Yeah, seems so. I can't tell. All right. I can't tell like what's on or off for my little electrical heater by the window. It's not making the click, which maybe means it's too cold that it's on all the time. But we'll see. As I said, I'm trying to raise the temperature. Oh, there it is. See, it already raises the temperature a little. It does raise the temperature in here. I'll give it that. It does do that. Makes me cough, of course, but what do you do? Yeah, it already raised the temperature a little. That stuff is quite fast. So I may be using that as time goes on. So anyway, so much not fun. But so what's going on, guys? So who's got weather already? We've just got cold, 16 degrees, which is a little cold for DC at this point. It's got to be worse, but already not great. And of course, that electrical heater is going to make my asthma bother me, of course. Yeah, the shrink on the windows is nice. These windows, it's just too much. I don't think it would work because of the way the metal, everything, it just doesn't work. But that would help, I'm sure. So, oh boy. Oh, la 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 la. Yeah, the thing is I'd have to do them right individually on each piece of metal. Not fun, you know? Yeah. I'm tempted because like, this is horrible weather, you know? And I've almost got too many of these. Like, I don't even know for like doing the top ones would not be fun. If I don't do the top, that does not help. You know, although it probably wouldn't hurt to do the bottom ones at least because I have a door here too that isn't, but at least it's something if these are done, you know. Interesting idea. Damien will do it. Yeah. Damien does not necessarily have the facility. He would have to help me, but he does not necessarily have the skill set for home improvement. But I'd have to see. Yeah, I guess we could. I mean, I guess the lower ones at least are. I never thought about that, but the lower ones are a possibility. You're not wrong about that. Well, no. Oh, we couldn't do the lower ones because the space heater's in the way too. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, I'd have to put it around the space heater. It's not great. So the bottom would be open. It's not great. I don't know that you can see. You probably can't see, but the space, actually, you can see the on TikTok. Oops, the litter box, and then the space heater is right here next to the litter box. You see the space heater? So the problem is doing the windows, it would have to go behind the space heater. The bottom of the plastic could not be closed. The dogs tear them apart. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not fully convinced here. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, well, the space heater already seems to be warming things up a little, so we shall see. I may have to resort to it for the next week and a half. Maybe I'm going to turn, once we get to temperature, I'm going to turn it off and see if the apartment holds the problem is the apartment may not hold the temperature, which I'm afraid as well. I don't want to keep using the space heater. It's a lot of money, but anyway, not fun. I mean, too late now anyway for this. I could order it, but and also like the last window has the curtains in front of it. It's not ideal, as we say. We'd have to see. I don't know. I'm also not sure how well that tape would hold on cold metal, the stuff that holds it in place. How good is the tape or whatever that holds it in place? Hey, Heather. This cellophane you put on windows. Yeah, I would love to replace these windows. The problem is, it's a condominium. I would love to replace these windows with something more energy efficient that would make my day. But it would be good. It would be expensive, I'm sure. They're 12 feet tall, which does not help, but that would make me very happy. Yes. The bay window. Interesting. Yeah. I'd have to see. I mean, I'd have to see, like I said, the, well, and part of the problem is the frames. The frames are metal as well. So like the whole thing's a little confused. I guess I'd have to have overlapped. Well, I'd have to do individual plastics anyway, right? I don't know. That's a possibility, I guess. It's doable. I mean, the size is doable because 6 inches isn't bad. I mean, what I mean is they're like 3 feet across, but that's easy to hold up with a second person. That's not as big as a regular window, so to speak. So that's actually doable. The top windows would be a pain in the ass. Although once you do them, you're done, but the top windows would not be fun, with a ladder or something. I guess I could do it. And I could at least do several of them. I guess the last window, maybe. Yeah, I could potentially do these. And even if the problem is the second and third window have got a couple problems here. The second and third window have the space heater. So if I put the plastic on them, I can't use the space heater. And at least right now, the space heater seems to be helping because I couldn't get the room to temperature. And I think it's helping get the room up to temperature. So, so that's a whole other issue too. I've got to see I'm still trying to see if this thing is on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now I hear the thermostat. There we go. I was trying to hear the thermostat so I could just turn it on. So let's see now if it heats up the room. But I don't like to leave the thermostat on because sometimes I forget and then I shut the windows. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to put up a sign. I need to put up a sign on the window. That's not a bad idea. Hang on. That's not a bad idea. Not a terrible idea here. Hold on. Here, space heater. There. Now I'm going to get some painter's tape and put this in my window. Here. There we go. Because a few years ago, I used the space heater and then forgot it was on and shut the curtains, and I started to melt the curtains, which was not fun. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, there we go. I have a sign up now. That will help. That will help. I have a sign up, so that will help me. Yeah, see, this already got the apartment. This got the apartment to 70. It's been taking about 45 minutes for each degree. It's been raising the temperature, 45 minutes. It just did 1.5 degrees or 2 degrees in 20 minutes. So the space heater does help. You know, the only thing is, what I'm wondering is, I'm a little worried that my heat might not be able to keep the room at temperature. You know, I did close the curtains before, but the problem is this room gets too dark, and it's like literally the next 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks. I don't know that I can handle these curtains being closed. I mean, this is horrible. Well, no, that's not true. That's not entirely true, because during the day it's going to get warmer. So like tomorrow's high is 19. That's good. That's very good. That will help. So at least during the day, it's a normal temperature. Even today, it'll get up to 21. That's not great, but that's at least doable. Yeah, the spray foam, I considered the spray foam stuff before. I did put a little more insulation in my wall when it heated up. Oh, the heating thing, I don't know that Sasha has quite come to terms with that heating thing I bought on Amazon. I don't think, because first, it's a little hard. It is hard. It's hard as a rock. So like when it's under the sheet or under the blanket, I think sometimes she avoids it, but she kind of gets, I make sure it gets near her. So I think she's at least getting some radiant heat being near it, but I don't know how well it's helping or not for her. I just don't know. So it's hard to say, all right. Well, that's good. That at least got me to 70 degrees. I'm shocked that warmed the room that quick. I forget how not efficient, but how quickly these things work. My little baseboard heaters. So I may have to, I don't want to leave it on, but let's see. Pretty good right now, though. This is not bad. I'm just a little worried about my heat in the living room. Like basically every time the temperature drops and the heat goes on, whether it's going to take an hour for it to come back up, which is crazy. But I don't really want to leave the baseboard heater on too. You know what I mean? So it's kind of it's a tough call here. Just because I worry about how much energy that thing's taking. I just don't know. If I leave it on all day on very low, is that good or is that bad? Don't know what that was meant to mean, Rooney the Beagle. Maybe get a blanket and you could set it chair. Thank you, Norway. Try that again, Rooney. You were trying to say something. But we shall see. Yeah, like I said, I'm very surprised on the space heater. It's actually, my next electric bill is going to be terrible, but we knew that. Oh, voice to text. Yeah, I do that too I like to use Siri on my cell phone to type stuff, and it's always a mess. Oh, a heated blanket. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. Like heated blanket in the chair. Yeah. That's true. Well, I'm wearing warmer socks. Actually, I've got even warmer socks I think I'm going to put on, because it makes it like everything feels good, but my feet are a little cold. And I put on warmer socks, but I need warmer socks because I can tell like my feet are a little cold. So, I'm going to bake a little. The worst day is on Tuesday, when I think it's going to be hideous in the morning. Tuesday is going to be 4 degrees in the morning. So Tuesday, I plan on, that's the day I'm going to clean my oven. because the oven needs to be cleaned, where you put the automatic cleaning cycle. And I figure if it's going to be 4 degrees outside, my HVAC is not going to be working. I might as well clean the oven that day. And that way, at least it gives it a boost, So, so that's not a bad idea. But I'm just, like I said, I'm not sure the space heater. The problem is, right, you don't know about the space heater. I mean, that's not true. The problem is you don't know the space heater versus, it smells bad, but what choice do you have? You know what I mean? You got to clean it. The only problem is, right, it starts to fill the apartment and you don't want to open the doors because it's freezing out, but we'll see. We'll see. The ovens have a cleaning cycle. Yeah, newer ovens do. I mean, this oven's 20 years old. You know what I mean, Matt? If they have a cleaning cycle that you lock the door, it heats the oven up to like a really high temperature, like 600 degrees or something, and runs for a couple hours, and it burns everything off the inside and just leaves a dust, and it cleans the oven. And actually, for ovens like this, they don't want you to use a cleaner on it, like that oven spray. Apparently, it's bad for ovens like this. Hey, Dave. So, but I mean, the oven, I've been wanting to clean the oven anyway, and I haven't done it because it was warm out, and I was like, I'm not putting on the oven cleaner. Oh yeah, it's really not. Yours doesn't. Interesting, because my oven's 20 years old and it does it. It's nice. It takes a lot of energy. It can smell up the house because you literally could get smoke coming through the house. But if you're gonna do it, you want to do it when it's cold out, because it's going to heat up your house. So I figured I might as well wait for the worst day, and that way I get the ancillary benefit of it heating my apartment. So not a terrible thing. But yes, like I said, I'm getting ready. I'm deciding with the space heater whether I turn it off soon and see how well my HVAC can handle maintaining the temperature. What is an air extractor? I don't know what that is, Matt. But we'll see. So, I hate this weather, and it's not even the worst yet. Well, that's not true. Today already is bad. I mean, it's 17 out, middle of the day. Although this is often Washington, this week is usually bad. This is around the time of the inaugural. The inaugural is often 20 degrees. So the fact that it's 24 or 17, that's, it's bad, but it's kind of not unusual bad. Oh, the stove, oven, and refrigerator, I'm surprised they survived 30 years nowadays. Well, that's not a nowadays, though, if it's from 30 years ago, Oh, I hate this stuff, though. I mean, I grew up in Chicago. I hate this weather now. Also, you need good insulation. I think my apartment just isn't as good of insulation as I would like. The big windows and stuff are pretty, but big windows can be an issue. So, Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't have one. I have a exhaust fan, we call it. Where are you, Matt? Are you in somewhere not America? An air extractor. We call them the exhaust fans here in America. My kitchen has one, but it doesn't connect to the outside. So it can help a little, but it can filter the air, but it doesn't really throw it to the outside. But I think it's being an apartment. You're in the UK. Okay, I was going to say, you're using funny words. Yes, we would say, what did I say? An exhaust fan, we call it. An exhaust fan. They called it an air extractor in the UK. I'm like, an air extractor. It sounds like you're taking air. I guess it does extract the air. That's cute. But yeah. Yep, exhaust fan. So, well, other than, like I said, it's making my asthma be a little annoyed. I think the base heater thing is working. I'm just not sure about keeping the room warm. I have no idea if that's going to work with my HVAC. Sorry, we're dealing with the big cold weather thing hitting us now in Washington and everywhere else, obviously. Is anywhere in the country not getting hit by this? And I may bake more too. I mean, I've been wanting to bake some stuff. Might as well, right? Florida and California are not getting hit. They're not getting hit. Oh, that's cute, Dave. That's good at least. Yeah, it's just the thing is it's cold and it's not getting better. I mean, for DC at least, I know, like I said, for Canadians, this isn't bad, but for Washington, this is a lot of cold. Now, the daytime temps are not that bad, which is good. I mean, they're cold for a couple days, but the high getting up to 27 is good. The high getting up to 26. The low being that low is not good because that means first thing in the morning when you wake up, that's the temperature. And our heating unit, like I've got heat pump heating. It can't handle that. We don't have gas in the building, which we should have, but what I do for the heat is I have my fan on a setting, my HVAC fan, I have a setting so that it circulates the air every hour. For like 15 minutes, an hour, it goes on and circulates the air. So that way, because the ceiling's 12 feet tall, that way the heat on the ceilings comes down. So I do that on purpose so that it can mix the heat up a little. But as I said, I'm not quite sure whether if I turn off the base heater, whether my regular heat can keep the apartment at temperature. I don't know. Well, 17 degrees, it might be able to. I mean, my bill, I knew the bill was going to be bad with this stuff anyway. What do you do? And electricity's up as well, which sucks, Warm and sunny. Where are you, Annie? Warm too? You have the AC on? Where the hell are you? Ceiling fans have a setting for, oh, that's interesting. -5 in Nebraska. Clearwater. Oh, nice. Oh, so you guys have, it is being nice weather down there. Well, Florida. Wow. Nice. Was there another shooting in Minnesota? Don't know. Yeah, I wish we had gas because then I would have a heating system that was a little cheaper because the heat pump just can't handle this, and the heat pump has emergency heat on it, but I turn that off because that's very expensive. So that I will not leave on. It's too much. So, and I've got my humidifier. So what do you do about that? Maybe I'll move it into here. Maybe it's not a terrible idea because it'll keep this room a little more humid. That's not a bad idea. Actually, I probably should roll it in here. That way it'll keep this room a little more humid. Space heaters, mine cannot go on a timer. Mine do have a thermostat though. Oh, I already have my sweater on her. I thought about it earlier today. I was like, you know what? She's getting the sweater. So Sasha already, oops, where'd the picture go? What are you doing? Oh, here's the picture. Yeah, Sasha already has her sweater on in her little bed. This was a live shot. She's still under the bed, under the table, I mean. So she's got her little blue sweater on. Also, this was Kukla's. It's a little looser. So I put it on because it's a little bit looser so it doesn't feel totally, whether dogs notice, but totally constricting. But I'm thinking this sweater is going to be staying on for the next 2 weeks, I think. UK's mild, you're lucky. Well, but that can happen though. Sometimes the polar stuff I've noticed in previous years, sometimes it seems like sometimes the polar ice cap stuff, it goes like this towards Europe or it goes like this towards North America. And sometimes when it does that, the other side of the world is better. So like it'll be a little unusually warm for you guys and cold for us. And then boop, it gets cold for us and warm for you. Or vice versa, whatever it is. I may have said the same thing twice, but you get the idea. So anyway. But yes, no, I will maybe figure out some stuff to bake or something. I mean, I've got enough food in the freezer, but I've got to see if I can, like I said, if it's worth trying to bake something or not. Yeah, I am a little bit, I'm going to turn this off. I'm a little bit worried as to whether I don't know that it can keep the apartment at temperature, my regular heat. I don't know. A little nervous about that. So we'll see. Great. Somebody else murdered. That's great. Great. I'll let me look it up. But as I said, it would be nice to know. Oop, where's my other iPad? Oh, there's my iPad. One moment. I was making buttermilk biscuits yesterday, which was good. So they're done, which is excellent. Let me see here. Well, there we go. Okay. All right. That's fine. You know, I've got the space heater just on the edge, just off. So maybe I'm going to leave it and see if it keeps the temperature here. I hate to have that thing working, but I'm not sure what else to do, you know? Again, once it heats up a little bit today, we might be better. But I think for the morning, I've learned my lesson now. I'm going to have to use the space heater for the morning. All right, let me see. Minnesota. Another horrific shooting by federal agents. Oh, God. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz said federal agents shot another person in Minnesota this morning. I just spoke with the White House after another horrific shooting by federal agents this morning. Minnesota has had it, said Tim Walz. This is sickening. The president must end this operation. Minneapolis city officials said they were aware of a reported shooting at Nicollet Avenue and 27th Street. Federal agents and protesters are clashing in the area. Oh, we don't have the details yet. Oh. Yikes. Oh, we don't. What does anybody know what the details were yet? I'm trying to like pull this up and see, but wow, that's not good. Wow. Overnight, apparently. Let me see. Why are you on again? You should not be on. It's 70 degrees. Why are you turning on? It's saying a shooting, but there's no information on it. I mean, Tim Walz is saying a shooting, but I don't know that we've got any information. I mean, the problem is, it is true. These guys, they're thugs and they're untrained. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. The good thing is the American people are getting fed up with this, that Trump is getting worried because of the poll numbers. But, you know, they just don't care. I mean, the thing is with this, you know, they say they're going after people who are here illegally, but look at the disrespect they're showing American citizens. And that's the thing. And if you look at Trump and what he's doing, trying to cut off money to all Democratic states, it's a basic level of disrespect and, frankly, hatred towards fellow Americans, which goes far. I mean, the immigrant thing's bad, but we have a government that hates half our people, and lashes out at half our people, which is sick. Sub-zero temperatures, by the way, which is interesting. Somebody mentioned on Twitter last night or this morning, a Republican, they said, these people are turning out in sub-zero temperatures. I mean, that's a big deal, right? In terms of the motivation level and what it means going into elections as well. That's very interesting. But yeah, I don't, everything is quoting Tim Walz. Possible shooting happened in the area of West 26th Street and Nicollet Avenue. It was captured on a video posted to Facebook and verified by NBC News. Oh, A DHS spokesperson, I'm not even going to quote them. Yeah, DHS, Department of Homeland Security, has lied about everything at this point. Let me see I'm not going to show you necessarily, but let me see what the video is showing. Minnesota, under that Reddit, it's the Glam's Donut post. Okay. Let me, oh, come on. God damn it. Now Facebook is going to not log in for me. Facebook, why is it taking, oh, Facebook, because these, oh God. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh God. All right, hold on. Is it your iPhone? Check your Facebook notifications. Oh my God. Sorry, Facebook is being like super difficult. Here we go. Yes, it's me. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, it let me in. Good. Trust this device. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let me see what. Oh. Of course, they're tackling a protester. It looks like it. What is this doing? Oh. Oh my God, this fucking Facebook page won't let me advance the video forward or back. They're beating a protester on the ground. Multiple of these guys who look like they don't know how to even. And then they shot him and ran. And then they shot the guy, and the guy rolled. 6 of them were holding him down, and then they shot him while he was on the ground. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. They're trying to hold a guy who's fighting. 4 ICE agents, 5 ICE agents trying to hold the guy on the ground. 3 of them have got him on the ground, 3 standing around him. The guy is struggling, but he's on the ground with 4 guys holding him. 4 guys holding him, beating him with his hands. 5 or 6 ICE agents. One of them fires, and all 6 ICE agents run. And the man is now lying motionless on the ground. 6 ICE agents have got a guy on the ground, and they needed to shoot him. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Wow. Holy shit. Jesus. Hold on. These guys are fucking Keystone cops. Hold on. I'm posting this on Facebook. Jesus Christ. Wow. The Star Tribune reports that federal agents attempted to order local police from the scene where a man was shot, but Minneapolis police chief refused. They tried to order the police to get out of the area. Can you believe these people? They just fucking shot someone. Dear God. Dear God. Wow. This is bad because there's video of it. And you see 6 of these freaking Keystone cops. 6 of them trying to deal with it. And he doesn't, by the way, he doesn't look like he's a very big guy. The guy they're struggling with. 6 of them. So they shoot him. I mean, seriously. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Hold on, I'm going to adjust my heat a little bit here. Delayed. Why aren't you off? You shouldn't be delayed. I'm trying to get my heat to stay off for a second here. Wow. And they asked the police to leave. They're going to say he was struggling. Again, regular police aren't allowed to kill you because you're struggling. They shot the guy. 6 of them could not hold down a single guy. 6 of them. There's 6 of them. Hold on. Again, this Facebook I need to copy this video. This is pissing me off. Hold on. Because Facebook is making a mess of this. All right, hold on.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing people, you know? Oh, shit. What the fuck? They killed him? Did they fucking kill that guy? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Not again. Are you fucking kidding me? That guy's dead. Yo, we need people on site.
I think I just heard like 5 bullets. That was, hold on. All right, I grabbed it in my own videos because now I can go more slowly. That sounded like lots of bullets.
They're doing too much, man, and they keep pushing
Hold on.
people, you
Let's
know?
go again. One.
What the fuck? They killed him?
Doom. There were 6 shots fired according to the sound on this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
6.
That guy's dead.
6. Again, there's nothing. I'm going to show you right when this happens, what's going on. I mean, I don't even know that you can see how many of these guys there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you've got to stop doing this. My heat keeps turning itself on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting 7 of these guys. Okay. It's hard for you to see. All of these, other than the woman in pink, all of these guys are ice standing up. You can see 6. There's a 7th hidden behind them, like on the ground going after the guy. There are 7 of these ice guys there. 7. And they had to shoot the one guy on the ground. 7 of them. Now, I will say, I want to know exactly what happened because, is there a small chance the guy himself had a gun that went off? Right. I mean, my point is, I doubt it, but we don't yet know. So like there's that small journalist part of me that still wants to get the whole story, but this looks incredibly bad, obviously. Holy crap. Hold on. I need to like share this on Twitter too. Oh my God. My God. Hold on. 7. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Wow. They just said he died? Jesus Christ. It sounded like there were 6 shots. I mean, that sounded like 6 shots, people. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let me wow. All right, temperature is being okay here. Yeah, I'd want to know where Aaron's getting it from, though. That's the only problem I have with citing people online. What's the source? There's a lot of, like, what's the source for all of this? We need to know where they're getting information from. Is it coming from CNN? I trust that more. Let me see here. Holy shit. And again, there's video of 7 of them detaining this guy and then they shoot him. I mean, really? The Amanpour hour. Oh my God. CNN is doing the Amanpour hour. Jesus Christ. Is Ali's live? All right. Ali Velshi should be covering this.
They're saying we keep us safe. They've made, as we noted, a barrier of trash.
Wow. I've got MSNBC on. Wow. I mean, Jesus Christ. Wow. I mean, that certainly sounded like several shots when the guy was already laying down. These guys don't know what they're doing. They don't know. They've got people who are not trained for this that don't know what they're doing. Jesus Christ. I will give these people credit for not staying home because this is really dangerous and they're out there defending our constitutional rights. I mean, man, you know, very, very brave people. Not getting updates. Let me look at Twitter. Again, Twitter disaster that it is. Wow. Andre, you can't say that kind of stuff. You literally can't say that kind of stuff. I don't know. Can you delete? You know what? I can mute and unmute. There, that got rid of your comment. You literally can't say that kind of stuff. You're going to get us in trouble. And you're going to get yourself in trouble. Yeah, one ICE agent steps back and shoots the guy. Jesus Christ. No, it's okay, but be careful because I don't know where you live, but in my country, you'll get into trouble. You will get investigated for that, and you'll get us shut down as well. Man. Jesus. And it seems that they opened fire as he was already motionless. Jesus Christ. I mean, that was multiple shots while the guy was laying down. Jesus Christ. Wow. Andre, it should be on German news. Thank you, Germany, for covering it. He's right. Keith said that the governor needs to send out the National Guard, and he's right. No, I mean, oh my God. This is what I thought. You can see one of the agents, the agent with the gun. You see a puff of smoke. The man's already lying on the ground now, already been shot. This is the guy that fires the boom, 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 boom that we heard. Hold on. Let me pull this up again. Remember, we were talking about this. I was saying that I hear gunshots after he's on the ground. Hold on, guys. Again, I want to be careful because I don't know that TikTok wants me showing this. I'm not going to show the video, so to speak. All right. I'm going to tell you what happens here. Okay. Hold on. So, okay, hold on. Boom. He's on the ground. Okay. Boom. He's on the ground now. The guy has now fallen down. All of the agents are jumping away because of gunfire. The man is lying down on the ground. He's falling right there. Okay. Listen closely.
What the fuck? They killed him?
Boom, 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 boom. He's already fallen to the ground, shot. And then they fired boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 5 more shots after he fell to the ground. And then you see the son of a bitch with smoke coming out of his gun. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've got to pull up Twitter now. Dear God. Hold on. From the video. fire 5 more shots. Jesus Christ. I mean, he's laying there and it sounds like they shot him. Now, we still need to get the, but that's, my God. My God. See, this is bad because there's video. There's video, and you can see, first of all, 7 of these guys can't detain one person. Again, they're not trained to do this. They open fire on the guy. 7 of them are detaining him. I think they've got him under cover, right? They've got him. They've got him. Oh, the lady in pink was recording. Oh, that's a good point, Annie. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. You know, and I want to be careful how I phrase this. Unfortunately, and I said this during Trump's first term, unfortunately, things will have to get very bad for people to turn on Trump and for him to finally be defeated. And unfortunately, this is the kind of stuff that will do it, right? I don't want to say this is the stuff that has to happen because that sounds weird, right? So I'm not saying that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, short of them murder executing Americans on the street, people will not speak out. People will not turn against them. This is horrific. This is horrific. They executed that guy. They executed that guy. Man. Man. Several times in the chest. Yeah, they're saying he's died. I'm posting this video. Hold on. Man. Note in this video from the execution this morning of a protester by ICE that 7 ICE agents have him on the ground, comma. That's when they shoot him, comma. Then the man falls to the ground and they shoot him 5 more times. Period. He's now dead. Wow.
Now, this is all hard to watch. This is unbelievable that this is an American city in 2026, and this is federal agents versus the residents of that city. I'm going to show you this video, and I normally say don't look away because you can't look away in moments like this. I have to tell you, this is really graphic.
Man.
What exactly is happening in the video? We don't know what happened leading up to it. I'm going to hold off on that video for a second. I just want to keep an eye on what's going on here. All right. We now have protesters coming up closer to these federal officers.
Man. A protester apparently was just executed on camera by ICE. 7 ICE agents detained him. 7 men have him now on the sidewalk. So one pulls out his gun and shoots him. The man falls to the ground. They shoot him 5 more times after he's on the ground. Oh, I'm sure DHS will say he had a gun. I'm sure they will. That's exactly what they're going to claim. Of course they will. Of course they will. Yeah. Yeah. That's what they're going to claim. I mean, yep, that's what they're claiming. I'm sure. Yeah. Big surprise there. Big surprise. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Wow. All right. Oops. CNN. I don't believe them. They've lied about everything up until this point. I do not believe them. Do not believe them.
Here's and on the Google Play Store.
Okay, really? Oh my God, you're annoying. So annoying. Oh God, Casey Hunt, really? Please tell me it's somebody good.
How this happened, we don't know if the man was openly wielding his firearm or if it was concealed at the time he was shot. Did he have a permit to carry the firearm? That's another question for which.
So they're claiming he had a gun. We don't know that that's true. Having a gun is not necessarily justification for an execution. Was the gun in his pocket? Was the gun in a holster? Was he legally carrying? Right? They were trying to get him on the ground and they saw that there was a gun on him or something, so they executed him. I mean, man, again, he's on the ground and they fired 5 more times according to the video. Man.
This is sickening, Will said. He added that, quote, the president must end this operation.
Wow.
Thousands of violent, untrained officers.
First of all, I very much doubt he had a gun. I very much doubt he had a gun. These guys lie out their asses, as we know. Let's see, but very much doubt it. Wow. Yeah, I'll bet you are. They don't investigate any of this stuff, of course, as you know. Man.
There's been calls from state officials and local officials to secure the scene so that they can investigate what happened there.
Man.
And do we know anything about what was taking place in that general vicinity?
We have seen the video, but we need, of course, as CNN, a responsible media organization, we need to verify the authenticity of the video, and we also have to geolocate the video, but it is very, very hard to watch.
And again, the guy's lying on the ground and they shot him 5 times. This is just like what they did to Renee Good, right? Right? Oh, she tried to run me over. So you shot her dead after you were out of danger? In this case, he's already been shot and he's lying on the ground. So they shot him 5 more times. 5 more times. 5. Man. Man. Jesus Christ.
People in silhouette there walking around, some presumably with immigration authorities there, and you can hear
Oops, man.
taking off. These are live pickers right now, 11 o'clock Central Time there in Minneapolis. Let's go now to Senior White House reporter Betsy Klein. You are at the White House. What are you learning from DHS?
Right. Well, this is a very fluid and evolving situation.
Man. I mean, my God, these people.
Homeland Security, and we do know, according to a Department of Homeland Security official, that the man who was
Jesus Christ
to be surrounded by federal agents in that video, again, which CNN has not
yet
authenticated, was armed. To that DHS.
Yeah, was armed.
He had a firearm with 2 magazines. They also added that the situation is evolving. They will provide.
Yeah. Again, don't believe them. But also, by the way, They're also saying it's now American policy to execute anybody with a firearm. Okay, that's it. I'm sure Second Amendment people are going to love that theory. Wow.
It's not clear if that man was openly wielding his
Oh.
firearm at the time he was shot, if it was concealed or if it was inside that car. It's also unclear if he had a permit to
Oh,
carry that
interesting.
firearm, which is required in the state of Minnesota. But of course, this incident comes amid very
Wait a
high
minute.
tensions on the ground in Minneapolis about 3 weeks after the fatal officer-involved shooting of Renee Good. And as you mentioned, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has spoken to the
Maybe.
White House. He called this sickening and called for federal agents to withdraw.
Interesting. It's possible.
Minnesota. We've asked the White House for details on that call as well.
Possible.
The president has been briefed. We just don't know at this point. Again, the situation
Jesus.
fluid. But it also comes as there has been a bit of a shift in tone from President Trump
Man.
and Vice President J.D. Vance over the past few days, acknowledging that these ICE officials and other federal agents on the ground can make mistakes. We will be watching very closely how they react to this, whether this was a mistake or whether they believe this official was justified in that shooting, Frederica.
All right, Betsy Klein, keep us posted as we learn more. Thank you so much. Let's get more now from the perspective of former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis. Good to see you, Commissioner. We just heard DHS officials saying the man who was killed was armed. As a former police commissioner, what questions do you have right now? Again, very early stages. We don't have a whole lot of details.
Wow.
What are your instincts telling you right now?
Good afternoon. It is very early to be making pronouncements on what happened here. I had a chance to view the video slowed down, but there's a big crowd around the suspect, and it's hard to tell exactly what was going on. I think the press conference is going to be very important because if this suspect was in possession of a firearm, either wielding it or had immediate ability to use it, then the use of lethal force is justifiable. If the firearm is in his car,
No. If this suspect had the ability to use his firearm, the use of force. So in other words, if they try to arrest you and you're legally carrying, they can shoot you dead. He just said, right? No way. Absolutely no way. He didn't say he tried to use it. He said he had the ability to use it. Well, you have the ability to use it if you're concealed carrying, even if it's legal. So if they try to arrest anybody who's armed, even if it's legal. Yeah. Well, I saw that. We don't know that that's true, Big Hawk. I mean, I've seen some people suggesting they got it away from him before they shot him, but we don't know yet. Maybe. Wow. After the shooting, bystanders gathered and screamed, this is from AP, screamed profanities at the federal officers, calling them cowards, telling them to go home. One officer responded mockingly as he walked away, telling them boo-hoo. They just killed a man, and he turns to protesters and goes boo-hoo. Jesus Christ. My God. My God. No, he wasn't.
I believe we have to look at the whole situation from the beginning. There's people dying there, and that's not acceptable.
Wow.
People are dying. Maybe
wow.
We don't know until the investigation's over. But I will tell you that in policing, there's a concept of the high-risk felony stop. So you're after somebody who's a murderer or someone who's known to have firearms and has violent tendencies. You handle that person differently than you handle a motor vehicle stop or something that is a lesser crime. And that distinction is really important. And it doesn't seem as though that distinction is being adhered to in the situation. It's almost like everyone is being treated as if they're high risk.
Yeah.
Suspects.
My God.
I think that's one of the problems.
My God. I mean,
Hoping to hear from Greg Foley.
unbelievable.
There was a scheduled press conference at noon, Eastern hour, that was ahead of information that we learned.
Man.
Breaking out information about one person killed involving some sort of interaction or conflict with federal authorities there. What are some of the details that you're hoping to hear from him? As we're hearing what sounds to be more deployments of pepper spray, and we're looking at live pictures right now. Now you've got what appear to be those officers that are leaving that crime scene tape or detainment tape, and now crossing over into what looks like, some melee, but we can't really explain it because our point of view is very limited here. What are your concerns?
Well, as far as the press conference, they should be as transparent as possible. They should be sending a message of calm to the community and to their officers, and they should be explaining if there was a gun that should be shown. As much information as they have that's valid information should be released immediately. But the larger issue is looking at the whole picture and maybe peeling back some of this
unbelievable
support for everyone out there. It's important to back up your officers. Nobody knows that better than me. But sending a message that we got your
Oh, they've already grabbed the witnesses. Several witnesses have already been transported. Jesus Christ. They grabbed the witnesses.
So, Chief Ramsey, what are your concerns here? Again,
Yeah.
These are very early stages. What we know is that there was a shooting, and we understand that one man has been shot and killed by federal agents. We don't know all of the circumstances.
Man.
We are expecting to hear a press conference within this hour, but initially now, what are your thoughts?
The individual was armed. The question then is,
Wow.
what was he actually doing with the firearm? Was he, displaying a firearm? Was he attempting to shoot? Did he fire?
And Democrats are talking about funding ICE again. I mean, 7 Democrats, was it 6 or 7 Democrats on the Hill in the House decided to fund ICE again? Man. Wow.
They'll be doing the investigation, and people are not going to believe whatever the findings are. That's just the reality there on the street right now, and it's very unfortunate because of what's taking place. And I believe that things like this can actually take that tension and have it reach a boiling point. I hope I'm wrong.
ICE previously lied about people having guns when they killed them. They lied about a shooting like this before. In November 2025, ICE agents shot a woman in Chicago 5 times, claiming she had a gun. Charges were dismissed when evidence showed she had a licensed gun in a holster the entire time. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Wow.
Was armed, but again, what was he doing with that firearm? Was it just in his waistband?
Man, what the hell is this?
There's just so many extra questions.
What should be the coordination of information right now at this juncture, especially as you mentioned, tensions are very high between local authorities and the federal authorities?
Man, this is some crazy shit.
Initial stages is being presented as this is a shooting and killing that involves federal agents, but that it is happening in the jurisdiction of Minneapolis. Is it your expectation, Chief Ramsey, that there would be...
Yeah, they've grabbed the fucking witnesses. ICE grabbed the witnesses and took them away. I mean, this is unbelievable. We're never going to see that video. The other video they grabbed. Man. Wow.
for the local law
With
enforcement.
Man. Man. No, we need to call them Ice Wilson. First of all, TikTok will ban me. Second of all, demonize them for who they are. Let people make their name so unacceptable. You know, but also I can't call them that or TikTok will freak out. We live in that world now. Well, we've been living in that world for a few years now. Oh, all right.
And have that kind of preliminary information. Now, again, it's preliminary information. Whatever's told you usually it's not going to be accurate, 100% accurate. And so you have to be very careful with that information. But you should have at least, the bottom line base information about what took place that led to this particular outcome. So their lack of sharing information, again, is just one more layer. And they're going to have to be very transparent with this because, again, they have zero credibility. And
they're scanning faces of people in the crowd responding to the shooting too. Of course they are. They're creating a database of everybody. My God. Oh, new angle. Hang on. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They fired 10 times at the guy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen to this. That was 10 or 11 shots. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. I have to grab that video now too. Holy shit. It's on TikTok. I just shared it on TikTok. You got to follow. I mean on Twitter. Aravosis on Twitter. Wow. Trying to grab this video. Good. I'm grabbing the video so I've got it. Holy shit. Holy shit. And the dog is eating again. Hey! 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 You insane? This is the danger of putting a sweater on her. She's happy to roam around outside in 18 degrees. She's like, yeah, come on in, come on. She's like, yeah, I can eat dirt. I've got a sweater. I'm good. 18 degrees doesn't phase, Miss, what do you call them? Remember the, whatever the hell the animal was in the video? Honey badger. 18 degrees doesn't phase honey badger. She's like, I'll eat dirt. No problem. I knew it. She was gone too long. That's why I was like, all right, what is she doing? Wow. That was 10 or 11 shots. That was 10 or 11 shots. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Bingo. That's exactly what they're saying now. By the way, check out what Homeland Security is saying. Tricia McLaughlin, who's the liar spokesperson who always lies. The point here is she always lies. So what she says is going to be really good for them, right? This is the strongest statement she could come up with. The person had a firearm with 2 magazines and the situation was evolving. He had a firearm with 2 magazines. She didn't say he was grabbing for it. She didn't say he had it in his hand. right? She said he had it. He had one. So they shot him. Again, this is them who lie. The strongest they could come up with was saying, well, he had a firearm with 2 magazines. They didn't say in his hand. He was using it, right? He was going for it. Very interesting. Hold on. I mean, my God, 10 freaking rounds.
3 officers at most are the only ones involved in the
Whoosh, man.
It is
Well, that's the thing. They didn't say he was reaching for it. That's what's really interesting to me.
6 or 10 or more.
Man.
It becomes uncontrollable at that point. And we try to dissuade officers from doing it. But I saw it happen here at the outset.
And then Chief Ramsey, on Commissioner Davis's point at the retreat, that moment, you hear what appears to be one gunshot. And again, this is the one perspective of somebody's video that they were taking of this. And then you see what appear to be the officers, you know, in the words of the commissioner, retreat. They get off them, they leave, but there doesn't feel like hold on, Chief Ramsey. I actually have Sarah Sider, who's there on the scene. She's on the phone, just arrived there.
Okay. Someone's there on the scene.
What are you seeing here? Okay, Sarah Sider, this is Frederica. Can you hear me okay?
And others are saying it looks like the agent, which somebody else mentioned, it looks like the agent may have disarmed him before they shot him. Poppy, I don't know if I'm able to do that. I'm happy to. I don't know if it lets me. I may have to start the live again. I don't recall. Does it let me open it up? Let's see. I don't think it does. Anybody know? I don't think the live lets me open it up once I'm... Do I not have to close and then for TikTok? Do I have to close and then reopen, I think? Okay, I will. Let me, I'm trying to see. We've been doing this for an hour.
At the person on the ground, I could see that, but I have to study it a lot closer. Getting back to something that Ed said, which
I'm gonna close. All right, I'm gonna close and come back, guys. So we can on TikTok. The rest of you are fine, but TikTok, I'm gonna close and come back so we can open this up. All right.
Trying to handcuff an individual. It often takes more than one person to do it, so don't get me wrong. But 2 or 3 is probably the max that ideally that you would have doing that. The other problem you have when you have multiple officers, they're all shouting different commands, maybe, and that just adds to confusion to the person on the ground. You know, put your hands behind your back, move. You know, those kinds of things. You know, you got to move and put your hands behind your back. So those kinds of things you try to avoid. And in training, when you have that training take place, that is emphasized. That you try to minimize the number of people who are actually giving commands at the same time. It should be just one person.
And again, I'd like for you to reiterate the importance of the actions of the person on the ground, the suspect who, DHS or at least federal authorities were saying.
One sec here. I'll open YouTube too and change the title.
Discovery of that person being armed is important.
Man.
In order to explain the action of the federal officer, if that's indeed the case, opening fire on that suspect who is at the bottom of sworn
All right.
as the suspect.
Going live on, and then let me change YouTube. YouTube I can open up.
What brought this individual to the officer's attention to begin with? It's my understanding, and this has not been confirmed, that this is a 37-year-old white male that is the decedent in this particular case.
Man.
It may not be accurate, but the real question is, what was it that drew your attention to him to begin with? It could have been a firearm. Maybe that's what they saw. I don't know. Again, it's not.
God damn it. All right. Hold on. Public. There we go. Jeez. All right. Stream's been opened up on TikTok, so you're good. Discord, nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. Wow. Hey, folks, we've been looking at this breaking news from Minnesota. ICE has shot and killed a protester. They shot him 10 times. 5 or 6 of the times they shot him, he was already on the ground, subdued. Shot him anyway. I mean, man. Wow.
Who has been shot and killed, nor do we have any confirmation about the circumstances right now. But I do appreciate the point of view of former police chief Charles Ramsey and former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis for your perspective on situations like this and the kinds of questions that have now this incident has now aroused in you.
They're literally locking up the witnesses. They've grabbed all the witnesses and taken them to the ICE headquarters so that nobody can have access to them. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah, the victim, 37-year-old man, white. They said his name a bit ago. I can't recall. Yeah, they're grabbing their videos so none of us can see their videos. Man. Okay, a little loud here. Commercial. Oh my God, I don't know why it takes so long to turn it down. Julia Yoffe, who's a Russia expert, says even in Russia, they don't shoot protesters on the street. They do that in Iran. I mean, man. And one of the ICE officers involved in murdering this American turned to the protesters and said, boo-hoo, after the man was dead. I mean, horrific story here, guys, out of Minnesota today. Horrific news story in our country. Man. They were clapping. Wow. Thank you, Luis. Looking here, see what else we got. Man. Oh, interesting. They're sharing, the DHS people are now sharing photos of the alleged gun. They've already taken evidence and they're making it public of the alleged gun. Asha Rangappa, who's former FBI, very smart lawyer at Yale. This is apparently an X. I have a few concerns. One, why is DHS sending photos of alleged evidence that should be in a secure chain of custody that is now lying on a car seat? 2, being armed does not on its own justify the use of deadly force. There has to be evidence he was trying to use it. This is the point I was making to you. They're arguing, 1, that he was armed. We don't know that's true. These guys have lied repeatedly. 2, somebody literally just claimed on TV that, well, the fact that you're armed means they could shoot you. No, not in America. You're allowed to be armed in America, remember? You have to be going for that weapon. They can't kill you because they're trying to arrest you and you're legally armed. Even if you're illegally armed, they can't kill you. Not if you're not going. You guys, even if he illegally had the weapon, if he's not going for it, they can't say, oh, well, the guy we're trying to arrest has an illegal weapon in his holster. They're just going to execute him on the spot. No. Again, This is America. This isn't Iran. You don't get to pass judgment and murder people on the spot. Wow. Wow. I mean, they're showing a gun in a car seat. Again, no bag, just thrown on a car seat. Supposedly it's the gun of the guy. Supposedly it's real, just thrown in a car seat. You know, chain of evidence, whatever. Wow. Man. Oh, right. They released a picture claiming it's the guy's gun. I mean, they're unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. You can open carry in Minnesota if you have a license. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Well, if you're allowed, again, the perfect example, Kyle Rittenhouse. Remember the kid who brought the gun, the big gun, and killed all those, or killed people at the protest in Wisconsin, I think it was. He was a protester with a legal firearm. So what ICE is now saying is they're allowed to execute you if you're somebody like him. If you're legally carrying a firearm, they're allowed to execute you if you're a protester. I'm amazed that the Second Amendment people have just rolled over and they're not witnessing what's happening to their rights, because if this is the new standard, the Second Amendment folks ought to be very concerned of what's going to happen the next time a Democrat takes over the White House. If this is the new standard that the Trump administration just said, owning a firearm, even legally, is justification for execution on the spot by federal officers. Okay. I mean, you want a Democratic president acting on that? Really? I'm shocked that they're okay with that. Man. Man, oh man. Wow. This is really, really bad. Thank God there's video. Thank God there's video. Oh, he's blaming the media. Oh, the police union for these fuckers is blaming the media. Is blaming the media for them executing this guy on the spot. Their hate-filled rhetoric against ICE is going to get people killed. So the union representing the Border Patrol says that Border Patrol agents can't control themselves, that if you're mean to them, they will kill you. Hold on. Wow. Wow. Also, they think the media is encouraging the protesters. They think these protesters, just like the Trump people, they think all of this is fake. They think you think these people are there. It's below zero in Minnesota today. Let me pull up Minneapolis on my phone. They think these people are fake, right? Oh, they're only there because of the media. Really? Like really? Hang on here. Where's the damn thing? Oh, here it is. Minneapolis. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's -9 in Minneapolis. These people have turned out in 10 degree below zero weather, people. It's 10 below zero and they're protesting. Oh my God. That's insane. What is that in Celsius? That's got to be hideous in Celsius. -20 or something? What is -9 Fahrenheit in Celsius? -23 Celsius. Thank you, Darcia. And it was colder this morning. So it was colder than that this morning. Thanks, Dominic. Wow. 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 That's amazing. Wow. Yeah. Yep. Andrew Wiseman just said, feds claim the person they killed had a gun. Even if true, that's not a crime. Indeed, this administration said repeatedly it's Second Amendment protected activity. Agents would have to know he had a gun and fear imminent harm from it that is yet to be established. So if multiple agents tackle a person to the ground, beat him, and then shoot him repeatedly, they cannot later say it was okay because later they found out he was armed, which is neither a crime nor one that carries the penalty of immediate execution. Andrew added, there's no Nobel Prize for killing civilians. Woo! Wow. 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 Number of people say they disarmed him before they shot him. They disarmed him before the first shots, is what it's looking like. Wow. They shot 10 times. I counted 10 or 11 shots is what I heard. 10 or 11 is what I'm going to give the dog more water is what I heard. Man. I'm going to assume it's bad. Let's find out. I'm going to assume, by the way, that this is very bad. I decided to do that thing with the yogurt and the cookies. I'm assuming it's going to be bad. I did yogurt with plain yogurt with some, instant coffee mixed in, espresso. Cookies. The cookies are not soft yet. Let's see. No, not that good. It's yogurt with cookies. No, it's yogurt with cookies. This is funny. It's definitely yogurt with cookies. Yeah, I mean, it's okay, but it's yogurt with cookies. Yeah. No, everyone's putting it online. I mean, whatever. It's good Greek yogurt, whatever it is. But no. That's all it is. It's okay. But, I mean, when you add 5 speculoos to this much yogurt, of course it's going to be good. I mean, good snack. Yeah, it's an okay snack, but it tastes like yogurt with cookies. Man, these fucking thugs. Yeah. Second Amendment's dead, by the way. I mean, I have to laugh at that. That now, good luck, you guys. I mean, good luck. And they don't care. It's like, okay. Oh, well. Yeah. Still yogurt with cookies. It's good. I mean, it's good enough, but it's yogurt with cookies. No. Wow. Wow. I cannot understand how you Europeans are going to come here for the World Cup. You're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. You were just out there eating? Really? I'm watching you. I'm watching her. Yeah. Man, again, it's 5 speculoos cookies. No. This would be better with cream cheese, but then literally you're turning it into, I would never show up here, Ali. No way in hell. I mean, I wouldn't want to subsidize this government to start with, but also as a foreigner, this is what they're doing this to Americans. You guys? Oh my God. I mean, I wouldn't feel safe personally if I were you. Man. Not great. It's okay. I gotta look out for my dog eating stuff again. Crazy dog. Well, at least it's 19 now. That's not the worst. But yeah, -9 in Minnesota. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, we'll see. I've got the heater, so it's just barely off and barely on, the space heater. Hopefully that's enough. All right, dog. All right. Okay. Let's do it. Nice plant hanging from your mouth. I see that. I see that. Get over here. Hey, get in here. I see that plant hanging from your mouth. You think I didn't see that? Really? Really? Unbelievable. Yeah, she's got more crap from her. Hey, hello. Can I get whatever's on your face? Oh my God. Literally dangling from her mouth, a leaf. She's unbelievable. Leaves. I'm like, leaves. Why are leaves tasty? I don't understand this. Exactly. Evidence. I have, unlike ice, I have evidence. She is a rebel. Oh my God. Now she's back at her bed again. All right, you. All right. Yeah, I'm leaving her sweater on. I think it's just too cold out, even for her. You know, The only good thing, so to speak, is they caught this on film. We've all seen the video. There's a second video just as bad. The second video makes clear they shot the guy 10 times. 5 of the times after he was already on the ground, shot and motionless, they shot him 5 more times. That's the only good thing about this is they're going to have a very hard, they're going to spin it. Of course, they're already spinning it, right? But they're going to have a very difficult time trying to spin this. You know, man, oh man. I mean, right. Mind you, 7 of them. Oh, thank you, Halo. The hat's funny. The hat, I was telling you guys, I found this years ago. I don't remember now. Somewhere on the street, found this years ago and had no idea until a couple of years ago. I was walking in the park here, and some guy walks by and goes, "Oh, hey, are you in the industry?" And I looked at him and I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm going, that's a Hollywood term for working in the film industry. And I looked at him and said, no, what do you, I thought I work in politics in DC. Why? He goes, your hat. He goes, it's from the, I said, what do you mean? He goes, I will bet that's I don't know if they called it a representation hat. Sorry, my hair is crazy today. I forget what they call it. There's a name for these hats. And he said, that looks like the hat they give when you work on a movie, a crew hat. Yeah. When you work on a movie, they give everyone who worked on the movie the hat. And I looked at it and look what's on the back of the hat. ILM VFX 2002. ILM is Industrial Lights and Magic. It is one of the crew hats from Star Wars, which is funny, from Attack of the Clones. Now, honestly, I Googled it and I think it was worth $50 or something stupid when I Googled it. Maybe it's worth more, but it didn't look like it was. I think everything's available nowadays, but it makes it so much more fun that it literally is. Now, I thought it was a funny hat because I'm like, it's Attack of the Clones. What a bad movie. Like, I love Star Wars. I love sci-fi, but the fact that it's Attack of the Clones just made it funny to me. I was like, that's just funny. Like a bad Star Wars movie. Now I'll admit I feel a little bad. Now, there was no way. What am I going to do? I feel a little bad because whoever lost the hat, I found it on the ground in DC. I don't even remember where I found it. Like it's been years now, 10, 20, maybe 15 years. I don't even remember when I found it. But now I feel bad. Now that I know it's one of the official hats, I feel kind of bad because somebody may have gotten it who was connected to it, right? Although it's DC, so you wonder how. But I still think there's no way I could have. There's probably no way I could have gotten the hat back to them, right? How would you? Would I put a notice online? Can you prove you're with the movie, right? Sasha is not a Westie. Sasha is a Yorkshire. This is my favorite picture of her. She's a mixture between a Yorkshire Terrier and a Bichon Frise. Oops. As the picture fades out. Yorkie Bichon mix. So very adorable. Absolutely adorable dog. Yes. Oh man. No, I thank God that there is video. Thank God there's video of this, so they can try to lie their way around it. Why did it take 7 agents to subdue this guy? Yeah. They're going to say, oh, he was scary. Yeah, sure. Right. Sure. He was. Absolutely crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy news. Let me see what else we know here, man. Anyway, guys, yeah, we're talking. There's anybody new on Twitter? ICE shot and killed a man in Minnesota today. Protester, apparently. According to the video, there's 2 different videos. 7 ICE agents. I counted 7. 7 ICE agents subdued this guy. 7 subdued him. He was not a 300-pound guy. He looked like me from what you could see from the pictures. 7 of them subdued the guy. Get him on his knees or like almost on the ground. And you hear shots ring out, 5 shots. They shot the guy. Oh, I think they shot him 10 total. They shot him 4 or 5 times. So he's lying on the ground. Bonjour, bonjour, move him. Mind you, 7 agents have this guy under control, but they shoot him 5 times anyway. He's then falling back on the ground. He's on the ground, motionless. They shot him 5 more times. 5 more times they shot him after he's laying on the ground. I mean, and it's all on video. They're trying to now claim, oh, he had a gun. First of all, they lie left and right. They lie. They always lie about this stuff. Even if he had a gun, this is America. Unfortunately, you're allowed to have guns. Well, I used to say unfortunate. I'm not going to say that anymore. This is America. Under the Second Amendment, you have the right to be armed. They can't execute you because they decide to arrest you and then discover you're legally armed. They can't even shoot you if you're illegally armed. This is not Russia. This is not Iran. You can't execute someone for illegally having a firearm. You have to be going for the firearm. Then they can stop you, right? Chief of Police. Ooh.
At approximately 9:03 a.m. this morning, Minneapolis shooting involving federal law enforcement.
9:03 a.m.
East 26th Street and Lakewood Avenue on the south side of the city. Officers arrived and found an adult male with multiple gunshot wounds when they arrived. Life-saving aid was being rendered, and he was transported by ambulance to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased. Based on the information that we have, which is very limited, this is a 37-year-old white male.
37-year-old white male.
Minneapolis resident.
Minneapolis resident.
We believe he is an American citizen.
U.S. citizen believed.
We have not been told any official reports of what has led up to the shooting, but we have seen the video that is circulating on social media. Our demand today is for those federal agencies that are operating in our city.
Our demand today is for those federal agencies operating in our city to do so with the same discipline, humanity, and integrity that effective law enforcement in this country demands.
We urge everyone to remain peaceful.
This is the chief of police.
There's a lot of anger and a lot of questions around what has happened.
Wow.
But we need people to remain peaceful. In the area, we have an unlawful assembly at this time. Minneapolis police have given multiple warnings for the crowd to disperse.
Well, I'm not surprised. Yeah. He's upset that there's an unlawful assembly. Yeah. Interesting question. Obviously, I would never suggest people break the law because TikTok wouldn't like that. ICE wouldn't like it either. But it's a very interesting question. If something like this were to happen in my neighborhood, my town, I'm not sure I would go home. I'm not sure I'd say, oh, it's not legal to have a protest about them executing an innocent American, shooting him 10 times. I'm not sure I would say, well, the protesting wouldn't be legal, so I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't know about that. I can understand why as a police officer he has to say that, but no. Stop it. This is what I deal with. Look at this. She's like, one more time, I let you roam. I have to take, well, although the weather's not, it's 19, it's still not great. I'm going to take her down today again as well, just so she can roam a little bit, Oh, Jacob Fry, the mayor.
Not in a way where a great American city is being invaded by its own federal government.
He's good.
I'm done being told that our community members are responsible for the vitriol in our streets. I'm done being told that our local elected officials are solely responsible for turning down the temperature. Just yesterday, We saw 15,000.
Jacob Fry is setting himself up to be a hell of a member of Congress, potentially. He's the mayor of Minnesota or of Minneapolis, St. Paul. I'm assuming you're mayor of both. Are you mayor of both or not? No, probably Minneapolis. I'm going to guess you're mayor of one. They're separate towns, right? They should be separate cities. Is he Minneapolis mayor? I think he's Minneapolis. Minneapolis. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Well, it's confusing. It's confusing to those of us who don't come from combined cities how that works. It sounds like they're the same city, but they're not. Okay.
Everyone listen. Stand with me. Stand up for America. Recognize that your children will ask you what side.
Come on.
Your grandchildren will ask you what you did.
I think she's liking the sweater I got her. So now she goes out to eat leaves and she doesn't get cold.
What did you do to protect your city?
Because I've got her in her sweater so she's not.
This is not what America is about.
Oh, my God. Fry's very good, though.
This is an American issue.
Yeah.
This administration and everyone involved in this operation should be reflecting. They should be reflecting right now and asking themselves,
Man.
what exactly are you accomplishing? If the goal was to achieve peace and safety, this is doing exactly the opposite. If the goal was to achieve calm and prosperity,
Man.
this is doing exactly the opposite. Are you standing up for
Wow.
American families right now? Or are we tearing them apart? The invasion of these heavily armed masked agents roaming around on our streets of Minneapolis, emboldened with a sense of impunity, it has to end. This is not how it has to be. So, to President Trump, this is a moment to act like a leader. Put Minneapolis, put America first in this moment. Let's achieve peace.
Well, I think Democrats are a little afraid because, what they learned during Trump's first term and during the election this time, Americans don't care about. By the way, we tried to make the election about America, about democracy. Voters didn't care. And now suddenly voters are going, huh,
Same. To keep us safe because I live here and this is my community. We are doing everything we can to mitigate the impact.
He was an observer. Oh, Keith Edwards got a picture of the guy they killed. Oh, interesting. Keith Edwards got a picture of the guy. He was an observer. I mean, I trust Keith. Keith is pretty good at this. Young guy. Very young guy. Man. May not be him. It may not be. Well, that's true. It may or may not be. That's true. Fair enough, Sally. We don't know. Keith is saying it is. I trust Keith, but you never quite know with people if it is the right guy, right? Wow.
My neighbors, my friends, my community members.
Adam Kinzinger, who's former Republican congressman. That's interesting. That's interesting. Right. Good for Adam. Good for him. Good for him. No, he's spot on.
Response. The way we are showing up for each other, that is in the absolute worst of times. We're showing up for each other in the absolute worst of times. I'll turn it back to the man.
Right. Man. Yeah, ICE has lied. ICE has lied repeatedly about all of this. You can't trust a thing they say at this point. They are an arm of the Republican Party. They are not law enforcement. They're a mixture between an arm of the Republican Party and the Iranian secret police.
So the question was, there's an incredibly volatile scene in South Minneapolis right now, and the extent of communication with law enforcement agencies. We've established a command post that's led by the Aravosis
Man.
and there are representatives from all of the regional, local, county, and state organizations. We have had communication with Homeland Security, but they have not been able to provide us any specific details around the incident. We are responsible for ensuring the safety of people on the streets of our city, and we are doing everything that we can to maintain peace right now.
Man.
Led by Minneapolis Police, but with the help of the Minnesota State Patrol, Hennepin and Ramsey County Sheriffs, several suburban towns are in the city helping us with 911 calls. We've done an emergency recall of all SWORD personnel back to
Man. They do need to, the state needs to send the National Guard to stand up against ICE. Trump was right about an insurrection. The problem is it's happening from his people. We've got the federal government now out of control. Man.
understand your frustrations. This is not sustainable. We need people to leave the area this time.
Yeah.
We have communicated with the National Guard. They have been on standby for several days. And we've ensured the National Guard as well as all of the local law enforcement partners are aware of the situation.
Chief Engineer, if I can ask you, this is a statement from Patricia McLaughlin,
Oh.
She said in her statement,
They're not even claiming he tried to go for his gun. Oh. Hang on.
the officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. More details on the armed struggle are forthcoming. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Medics on the scene immediately delivered medical aid. Is that what happened?
So Minneapolis Police, the question was.
He doesn't know what happened. I want you to listen to this statement from ICE. Again, they lie and therefore spin everything to their advantage, right? So what ICE is going to say is going to be the best thing it's going to be a lie, but it's going to be the best lie they can come up with. The best lie they can come up with is this. They were trying to find an illegal alien. An individual approached officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. Okay. He approached officers. He had a handgun. Okay. Was it in his hand? They didn't say that. They said he had the handgun. If it was in his hand, they would have said brandishing. They would have said waving. They would have said pointing, right? They didn't say that. They didn't say that. It was in his possession. Exactly. Okay. That's legal. This is America. You are totally at your right to have a handgun, even in a protest. You're allowed. Unfortunately, that's our country. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect. Why? They disarmed him simply because he was exercising his right to bear arms. That's not a crime. In America, you're allowed to have that, as Kyle Rittenhouse sadly proved. You're allowed to have the handgun. They attempted to disarm him, but he violently resisted. Well, resisted violently. Violently, they mean he was fighting back. Okay. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. They never once said he was holding his gun. They never once said he went for his gun. All they're saying is he had a gun. We wanted to get it off of him, and he fought back. So we killed him. That's their justification. That's their justification. Yeah, but resisting arrest, same problem, Dave. In America, this isn't Iran. In America, you don't get to execute someone for resisting arrest. You arrest them. You can use force to stop them. There were 7 or 8, I counted 7 ICE agents arresting him. 7 ICE agents are arresting him. I think they can handle it. Secondly, it doesn't matter. You can't shoot someone dead for resisting arrest in America. You can't. They're claiming that he had a weapon. Okay, that could have been totally legal. And that because he had a weapon, they tried to forcibly disarm him. That's a crime. You're not allowed to forcibly disarm somebody simply for having a weapon. And because he resisted the forcible disarmament, they shot him dead 10 times. No, that would be murder in America. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wow. And most important point, they shot him 10 times. 5 of those times was after he was already shot. He was shot. The video, and I can't show the video because it's too graphic for TikTok, I suspect. But you see 7 ICE officers fighting with this guy. 7. Okay. Now I did grab a still shot of the 7 fighting with him because that's not violent. So I can show you that. This is 7 of them. Now, there's one that's kind of hidden behind. So there's actually 7, not 6. You can see 6 here. The guy is actually kind of on the ground on his knees. But there's 7 agents there. Okay. 7 agents. Okay. 7 agents. Well, Aaron's got balls. Yeah. I am not going to post it because I know TikTok would go after me. It doesn't matter. TikTok is unfair about this stuff. There's no choice. 7 agents are restraining the guy. They get him to his knees. Somebody opens fire 4 or 5 times on the guy. He falls to the ground. As he's laying on the ground still, they fire another 5 shots at him. 5 shots after the man is laying on the ground still because he's been hit 4 times already, 4 or 5 times already. 5 more shots they fired at him. That's an execution. That's it. And they're not even claiming that he had a gun in his hand. They're not claiming that he was reaching for the gun. They're simply saying he was armed. Yeah. Sadly, in America, well, I used to say sadly. I don't say it anymore, probably. In America, you have the right to bear arms. That's the way the country is. It's legal. It's totally legal. A, they can't disarm you. And B, if they try to disarm you and you say no, they are not allowed to shoot you dead. No. Does not work that way. Does not work that way in America. It didn't. It does now. It does now. I mean, horrific story out of Minnesota, guys. Absolutely horrific. ICE executed a man. And it's on video. Thank God it's on video. Thank God it's on video. Man. Man. ICE funding is in the Senate right now. Needs to pass by Friday. The ICE funding bill is in the U.S. Senate right now. Man. Yep. Just 11 days ago, ICE posted a message telling their agents, just so you know, you're from Stephen Miller, just so you know, you're all immune. Anything you do is allowed. You have federal immunity. Yep. You have immunity to perform anybody lays a hand on you, you have immunity to perform your duties. No one can prevent you. Yeah. Okay. Meaning, if you kill someone, if you murder someone, you're immune. Man. 9 or 10 shots, guys. I counted 10. Man. Trying to find the latest on this. My God. I mean, just my God. Who's this guy? Oh. Looking here. He's holding a phone. Yeah, they claimed he had a weapon. There's a picture of him. He's holding a phone in his hand talking to the ICE agents. Yeah. Man. And there's video that appears to show that they got the gun away from him before they killed him. Got the gun away from him and then shot him 5 times. He falls back to the ground motionless. After he's motionless on the ground, they shoot him 5 more times. 5 more times. We know he had a phone. We have no indication that he had a weapon. And they're not claiming that. ICE is claiming he had a weapon. ICE is not claiming he was using a weapon. ICE is not claiming he was holding a weapon. ICE is not claiming that he tried to reach for his weapon. No. They simply said he had one on his person. Well, in America, that's legal. You're not allowed to execute someone for that. Absolutely, positively not. You cannot. I mean, you can, obviously now. You totally can. Man. Man. I mean, very bad. No. Stop it. You drive me crazy. Every 20 minutes she wants to go out just because. No. Yep. Man, I'm just looking to see what other news here on this. Man. Hey, enough. Jeez, cut it out. All right, love you, but you're not going out there to eat more dirt. Not happening. Now she's back to her bed. I know. I'm going to take her out in a bit. It's 20 degrees, but at least take her up and down the block so she feels like she went somewhere. Oh, man.
Yeah, you already described one of the city officials there, saying it is impacting day-to-day life, it's impacting businesses, shops are closing, people are afraid to go to their doctor.
Man.
And it's difficult to discern what is happening right now as we look at these live pictures. Yes, we see the presence of federal authorities there, these people,
That's exactly right.
agents, et cetera, and then you see another point of view where you see what appear to be people who are there to protest, but we're not seeing
looking here.
right here, but last hour we were, so
Yeah.
whether a real change in methodology is happening here. But Shimon, thank you so much for your assessment there. And of course, we heard from the
Police chief said he was a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry. Ooh. We believe he's a lawful gun owner with a permit to carry. He was totally within his rights to have the weapon. Wow. So just to recap, if folks aren't aware what's going on, ICE executed a man, an American citizen, 37 years old, in Minneapolis this morning. There was a large anti-ICE protest. The man approached ICE. 7 ICE officers tackled him. 7. And he was fighting back because, right, they were trying to arrest him or something. He was fighting, shouldn't fight back, but again, 7. And in the middle of the 7, trying to, mind you, 7 of these guys, this guy, I've seen pictures of him. This guy looks like me. He looks like he's 5'10", 160, right? Maybe 5'10", 145. He's like a skinny guy, skinny white guy. 7 ICE officers cannot get him because they don't know what they're doing. We've seen other videos that they don't know how to arrest people. So because they're struggling with him and can't quite get him under control, they shoot him 5 times in the chest. There's video. The man falls back on the sidewalk. His legs are out straight, not moving. They shoot him 5 more times. 5 more times. Now, ICE is now claiming, and it's interesting because ICE lies about they've lied about many of these incidents. Chicago, multiple incidents they've lied about. ICE is going to spin this story in the best way possible for ICE. They claim he had a gun. Police chief now says, looks like he did, legally. Legal gun owner, permit to carry the gun. Okay. Again, we're dealing with Republicans here. They're the ones who support the Second Amendment. Now I support it too, to be honest, now. But legally armed. He's got a permit. Legally armed. Right? They decide to disarm him, even though he's legally armed. Can't do that. You know? And right? They decide to disarm him, even though he's legally armed. They can't do that. He pushes back, so they shot him 5 times, so that he's now lying motionless on the sidewalk. Then they shot him 5 more times as he was laying back motionless. They shot him 5 times. They waited a second or two. He's motionless. It's not like 10 shots in a row, which is still pretty bad. 5 shots in a row, he's on the sidewalk motionless. A second passes. Boom, 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 boom. 5 more times. I mean, man. Well, NPC user, the problem is you're making stuff up. You're making stuff up. She just said, you can't reach for your weapon if they're coming for you. You also can't put a gun to their heads either, but that didn't happen. Even ICE does not say he was reaching for his weapon. Even ICE. I've now got 2 statements here from Department of Homeland Security. Neither statement says he was reaching for a weapon. Neither statement said he was holding the weapon. Neither statement says that. All they said was he was armed. We know he was armed. Right? Police said he was armed legally. He wasn't. Even ICE is not alleging. Thank you, MC, that he was going for his weapon. ICE is not alleging he was holding the weapon. They're not. And we've got video that seems to show the officers getting the weapon away from him well before they shot him 10 times. Well, I mean, very bad stuff here. Yeah. Wow. Trying to see what else we got here. Very bad stuff, guys. Very bad stuff. Also, they just repealed the Second Amendment effectively, which I'm really fascinating that how many Trump people are going to be, people are going to still support this stuff. They just, for all intents and purposes, repealed the Second Amendment and said, if you are at a public protest and you are armed, they have the right to forcibly disarm you. And if you resist, to kill you. That sounds crazy to me. I'm surprised Second Amendment folks would be okay with that. Man. Yeah. I think they probably got the lady in the pink coat. ICE has grabbed witnesses from the scene and taken them away to ICE headquarters. They ordered local police to leave, and the local Minneapolis police said, yeah, no. They ordered the Minneapolis police to leave the scene. And thank God the police were like, go F yourself. Yeah. Man. I don't know, Kate. I don't know. Oh, that's the victim right there. Oh, okay. This is, I couldn't tell from the photos. Let me show you. I couldn't tell from the photos exactly what was going on. So this is correct. So this is the victim right before. I'm going to show these guys first. The victim right before they shot him. He's got 7. Those are 6 or 7 ICE agents surrounding him. It's hard to tell all of them. And later in the video, you can tell. I'm going to tell you what's going on. The guy is on his, he's down, like almost like you're taking a crap on the sidewalk in a way, right? He's kind of, his butt's on the sidewalk and his knees are up. That's his belt. That's his light colored shirt. They've pulled, or it might even be his skin. His shirt is pulled up. You see his belt going across. His belt is going across right here. This is probably skin. These are his pants. He's on the ground right before they shoot him. Yeah. For you guys, right before they shoot him, he's on the ground. Man. And it looks like they disarmed him anyway from the other video we've seen. Man. Seeing what else here. Jesus. Yeah. Thank God there's video. Thank God we've got videos of this execution. I mean, he's literally, they all jump. They show the video again. They shoot him. They jump away from him. He's laying on the ground like this, not moving. And then they fire 5 more times at him. They've already shot him. He's laying on the ground motionless. A second or two passes, and then they shoot him 5 more times. Man. Rick is right. Call up the National Guard and arrest the ICE officers. Man.
Well, anytime we see a high-profile use of force incident like this, and you were spot on. I mean, we have to point out this is one angle, right? We don't know what occurred before this happened. We don't know after that video stopped what actually happened. So it's important to keep that in mind. What we can see and assess, and what we don't know, what we still have to know about. What I want to do as we look at this video, though, is kind of match this up with a statement that was put out by the Department of Homeland Security.
They have to Democrats need to stop the funding of ICE right now. It's before Congress this week. It has to be funded by Friday. 6 or 7 Democrats voted for this crap in the House. We've got their names. This happened literally a day after those mofos voted for ICE. They need to be primaried and defeated at this point. They may not do it, but I guarantee you a lot of Democrats in the Senate are real nervous right now about this stuff. Hey, no, I don't believe you. No. Jesus. He's saying what I said. Saying what I said.
And at some point, you actually see them trying to take him into custody. There is a resistance. He is clearly not wanting to be taken into custody. And so the question that we have, and we'll need additional video if that is available, is at what point did the officer who fired first perceive that there was a threat? Did the person brandish it? In which case, under policy, yes, agents can deploy deadly force. If they simply saw it on the agent's person, that's not enough to shoot someone. If the person,
Bingo.
If it appears the person is reaching for it, or there's other information that could then be an adequate explanation for deadly force. There's the question there.
They're saying what I said. Yeah, Veggie. 40% of Americans have a gun. He had a gun. You do understand that 40% of Americans have a gun, and it's totally legal. Federal agents are not allowed to execute you on the street because you have a gun. They're literally not. They're not alleging that he had the gun illegally. He had the gun legally, we now know. He had a license. It was a legal firearm. They're not alleging that he had a gun in his hand. Oh, no, they're not saying that. They're saying he had a gun on his person. You're not allowed to kill somebody in America because they've got a gun on their person. They literally are not saying, I just read all the statements, guys. I'm telling you, they're saying he had a gun on his person. They're not saying he had a gun in his hand. They're not saying he was reaching for a firearm. They're not saying that either. They're simply saying he had one on his person legally and totally allowed in America. It's totally allowed. It was legal. And they tried to disarm him. He fought back, so they killed him. But then, for good measure, and this is the important part, they shot him 5 times. He's laying on the ground, motionless. A second or 2 passes, and they shoot him 5 more times while he's laying on the ground, motionless. Got news for you. There are multiple levels of crimes here. None of this is justified. Although, I will say, if the Second Amendment supporters of Donald Trump want to claim that law enforcement can execute people who legally are carrying firearms just because they're legally carrying firearms, okay, that's the new rule, okay? Because we're going to be back in power soon. That's the new rule? Okay, interesting. Interesting. You guys are now bleeding heart liberals who no longer support the Second Amendment. Okay, good to know. Hey, now what? Hey. I know, not a lot of stuff for you to eat here. Get in there. Get in there. No, it is extremely telling that we've gotten to the point in the Trump administration where, and you know they are, Second Amendment supporters are coming into our feed and arguing that it's okay for law enforcement to kill you if you're simply legally carrying a firearm in public. I mean, this is the point you guys have gotten to? Really? I mean, you know, I know you've gone back on a lot that you believed in, but now it's this? Wow. I mean, that's pretty amazing, you know? But again, this is where we are. Wow. What is this doing? I hate that when my phone oh my God, stop. My phone locks itself although it's been a little better lately, but all the freaking time. It locks itself. It drives me crazy. Oh. Yes. Man, oh man, oh man. Just looking here. I have to do a video on this. We didn't even do a video. It was during my live that this came up. I don't even have a video on this yet. You know? Oops. What is that? Wrong one. Weird. Very weird. Oh, still there. All right. All right. Oh, man. Oh, very bad stuff. Very bad stuff. But again, what's important about this is Trump supporters are now saying that if you legally possess a weapon, you legally purchase it, legally carry it, federal officers are allowed to execute you on the street. And the only rule they say is, well, actually not that. They said the reason they tried to disarm him was because he possessed a weapon simply at the protest. Okay. Just be clear. You guys know this. If you're at any political protest or anything of any kind and you have a weapon, they can forcibly disarm you is what they're now saying today. And if you say no, they can kill you on the spot. Okay. Not what I would say is appropriate or legal in America, but the Second Amendment supporters are now claiming this is the case for Trump. Okay. Okay. You know, I mean, I don't think that's very legal, but okay. The other point is this man's dead today because of Donald Trump. The only reason there was no immigration problem in Minneapolis. The only reason they're there is because Donald Trump wanted to go after Democrats. That's it. He was pissed at a Somali American member of Congress. That's it. That's it. She's from there. That's it. He sent thousands of federal troops to rough up citizens because he didn't like a black woman who was mean to him in the Congress, who happens to be from there, who happens to be Somali. So he went there and he sicked the troops, and now 2 people are dead by execution by federal agents. Okay. And the Second Amendment just got thrown out the window. Okay. Okay. You know, that's all right. Let's see what else we got here. He also beat the guy in the head with mace. Yeah. While 7 agents are trying to subdue the 7 are not, because they don't know how to, they're not trained. They don't know how to do this. They hired God knows who. Beat the guy in the head with mace. Yeah. Man. I mean, Trump supporters are going to defend this. That's irrelevant. As I told you, don't worry about them, right? People in the middle, what you care about is independence. You care about voters in the middle and what they think of this, and they're not loving this. Doesn't matter what Trump supporters think. Hang on. I'm tweeting.
Botox effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away. From swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Those with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, a rash, breathing problems, dizziness, neck and injection site pain, and don't receive.
Whoops, 1 second, guys. Tweeting. Wow. Wow. Yeah, these people are thugs. They're absolute thugs. They don't like us calling them thugs. Well, you know, I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. They just murdered an American citizen. Absolutely just murdered an American citizen. What did you miss today? There's murdered a 37-year-old man in Minnesota. Executed him on the spot, shot him 5 times. 7 ICE officers already had him under arrest, shot him 5 times. And while he was lying on the ground, motionless, after a second or 2, they shot him 5 more times. They shot him. He fell back, motionless. A second passed. They then shot him 5 more times. Horrific, horrific story. And thank God there's video because they're trying to lie about it. Actually, their lies are pretty bad too. The most ICE has said, and this is interesting because ICE routinely lies about this stuff. So when ICE says it, they're going to give you the best story they can. The best story they've got is he was legally carrying a firearm he legally purchased and had a license to carry. Okay. He purchased the firearm legally and had a license to carry. So what's the problem? They didn't like it. They wanted to disarm. They forcibly tried to disarm him. You're not allowed to do that if someone's allowed to legally carry. Now, the Trump supporters are saying, but not if you pull a weapon. ICE isn't saying he pulled a weapon. Not if you got a weapon in your hand. ICE isn't saying he had a weapon in his hand. ICE is simply saying he had a weapon on his person. And that was justification to jump him with 7 ICE officers, forcibly disarm him, and when he refused, shoot him. But it doesn't stop there. They shot him 4 or 5 times. He fell back motionless. A second or two passed. According to the video, we've seen 2 videos now. Second or 2 passes, they shoot him 5 more times while he's lying on the ground motionless. Again, read the statement from ICE. There's 2 of them now from ICE and Homeland Security. Read the statements. All they allege is that he was armed. They don't allege that he had the weapon in his hand. They don't allege that he was even going for the weapon. They don't. They simply say he was armed. We know he was armed because the police already said he had a legal gun and a legal permit to carry. It was legal. It was allowed. You can't shoot him 10 times because he had a gun. It's allowed. And the Second Amendment people keep saying, I mean, ironically, they keep saying, oh, he had a weapon. Yeah, you're allowed to. This is America. This is not Europe. This is America. You're allowed to. You know, again, World Cup, you guys are nuts if you come here. You're absolutely nuts if you come here. I can't imagine anybody coming here at this point. You want to come to this? Really? I mean, you don't think they're going to be at the World Cup monitoring who's there and using that opportunity? Guess who loves the World Cup? Latinos. You don't think they're going to be at the World Cup? Man, will justice be served? Not right now. It won't. No. I don't know. I mean, well, no, not for now. The local law enforcement is going to try. Trump, the FBI is an arm of the Republican Party now. The Department of Justice, arm of the Republican Party. They're not going to investigate this. They already said they're not going to investigate Renee Good's killing. The woman who said it was a potential civil rights violation, they kicked her out of the FBI. They got her out of there. I mean, wow. Bingo. I mean, unbelievable, this whole thing. Man. See what else is here. Yeah. They need 10 Democratic votes in the Senate to pass ICE funding. 10 Democratic votes to stop it this week. This is going to be very interesting. 10 Democrats going to cross lines and vote for this monstrosity? These thugs? Really? Very interesting what's going on. Make sure to follow me, guys, if you're on TikTok. I do a news show Monday to Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern. Today's a special show, obviously, because of the execution of an American citizen by ICE agents in Minnesota. Man.
detention of that little 5-year-old boy, Liam, that happened over the last couple of days. Let me
No.
get a sense of what's happening here with all the folks that are out here. I do want to
Quiet. No. The dog whining to go again. I'm like, enough of this. Stop it. Jesus Christ. Quiet. Quiet. Hey, that's enough for you. Jeez. My dog is old. She's bitchy. She's like, I want to go out and eat plants on your balcony. Why aren't you letting me eat plants? Oh, Lindsey Graham, the recent physical and verbal assaults on ICE and border agents have led to a very dangerous situation. People called them names. So they were justified. Literally, people called them names. So they're endangering. This happened because people called ICE names. By the way, that's literally out of the fascist and authoritarian rule book. The Iranians, Putin's Russia, Xi's China, the Germans in World War II. That's straight out of their book to say, you caused this by peacefully protesting, by legally protesting. Well, illegal because they didn't get a permit, right? But other than that, but you caused this by protesting my spree of murder, by protesting my illegal actions. You caused me to kill you more. If you would just lay back and let me break the law, let me violate the U.S. Constitution, let me violate freedom of speech, let me violate freedom of assembly, let me violate due process, let me violate search and seizure, right? Let me violate the Constitution repeatedly, If you would just stop complaining about it, I would stop killing you while I am violating the Constitution, is what they're claiming. Really? I mean, really? It's what an abuser says. Exactly. You're complaining that I abuse you. That's why I'm abusing you, because you're complaining that I'm abusing you. That's pretty sick stuff. That's pretty sick stuff. Man. I mean, unbelievable. I'm glad CNN's on the ground, because people were saying they need people on the ground at these things. You know, they need people on the ground at this stuff. Man. Yeah. Yeah. They are funding ICE this week in the United States Senate. 10 Democrats have to cross over in order to fund ICE this week. You know, Manchin will do it, but the other ones, right? I mean, man. 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 Yeah, I mean, Adam Kinzinger is saying the same thing. They killed the Second Amendment today. Yeah. I mean, which again, you know, part of it, no fascist government can allow you to have the right to bear arms. They can't. And they're not. And the gun supporters are kind of letting it happen, which I find fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Thank God there were witnesses. Thank God they got it on tape. Thank God. Man. So more reporting that this guy was a legal observer. He was there to basically observe and make sure people's rights weren't being violated, and they killed him. Man. Man, oh man. Well. Mm. Oh, well, I'm doing another tweet here. Anyway, oh man, guys, you know, I may not stay too much here because we've been going for a while. And I've got to take the dog out and maybe come on later today. As the story develops, we can do that. Looking to see what else we've got on this. You know, thank God there's video. Thank God there's video. Nope, another angle. Look at him. Well, this may be the pink. Oh, this is the pink girl. Oh God, the pink girl's video's out. Holy shit. Pink girl's video's out. Holy shit. They shoved him. They're putting pepper spray in his face, grabbing him, moving him to the ground, got him on the ground. Oh my God. Oh, pink girl's video's out. Oh, these guys are toast. Holy shit. Hold on. Hold on. He's on the ground. 4 agents are on top of him. They fucking shot him point blank. They see, okay, what looks like happening. This is Pink Girl's video. They've got the video, the pink girl that was right behind him. They seem they're wrestling. There's like 7 agents, 8 agents around him, 3 to 4 agents on top of him. Okay. They're wrestling him to the ground. He's on his knees. His shirt comes up and they must have seen the firearm when the shirt came up, and you vaguely hear them say, gun, gun. The second after they say gun, gun, boom, 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 they shoot him. Somebody heard gun, gun, freaked out and shot him. Yep. Now they go reaching for their guns. Boom, boom, boom. And he's just sitting there on his knees as they're shooting him. Oh my. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, this video is horrific. This video is the pink girl. They shot him 4 or 5 times. He's on his knees. He falls over dead. 2 or 3 seconds passes and they shoot him 5 more times. Oh my fucking God. Holy shit. All right, stop that. Hold on. Hold on. Holy crap. Hold on. Hold on. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm grabbing this video right now. Guys, and I'm sorry, Aaron may be comfortable sharing this stuff. TikTok is so evil to me. This is on Twitter. They will block me. They will ban me if I try to show you this video. There is no way in hell I can show you this video. Sorry. At least I can grab videos off of TikTok very easily. Holy shit. Holy shit. This video is unbelievable. Absolutely. I'm grabbing high resolution too. Holy shit. 200 megabytes. Holy shit. It's on Twitter. I just retweeted it on Twitter, Drop Site News. Go to my Twitter feed, Aravosis, at Aravosis. It's in my Twitter feed. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I've got to send this to Callum and my nephew. Oh my God. My God. Hold on. I need something. Wait a minute. It said 200. I don't want to send 200 megabytes. That's too much. Oh, 60. I can send 60. Oh shit. Send it to my iPad. Don't send it to my iPad. Holy shit. This video? Holy cow. Oh shit. My phone switched me. Hey. Shit. My phone switched me away from TikTok. Am I still there? My phone switched me away. Stop it. My phone switched me away. Sorry. Am I still there, TikTok? I was sharing a video to Signal and then it did airdrop and did something. Holy crap. She got her video up. Holy crap. Holy crap. Oh my God. The woman in pink who was standing behind the guy, her video is up. Holy crap. I can't show you guys. I'm sorry. It's way too, my handle's my last name, same as my TikTok handle, Aravosis. Go to Twitter, look at my handle. It's my top video. It's not the pinned one. It's the top video. They executed him on his knees. He was on his knees. They executed him. All right. I'm changing microphones because I'm running out of power on my iPad. All right. Sorry, guys. I've got to go to my regular iPad microphone because the power is down to 5%. Well, if you don't do Twitter, you're not getting the video. So sorry. I mean, Ashley, do you see what I'm saying? And again, for TikTok, forget it. He's on his knees getting executed. There is no way I can show this on TikTok. There's no way. Oh my God. And again, he falls to the ground. I mean, this was more disturbing than anything I've seen. This was incredibly disturbing. Holy shit. Hold on. I mean, this is horrific. Absolutely horrific. Oh my God. No, thank God we've got this video. Thank God. Thank God we've got this video. Drop Site News. Yep, that's the place. Yep, thank you, Dawn. I was forgetting to mention the sources, Drop Site News. I retweeted them. So if you went to my Twitter feed, you'll see their post. So I'm not taking it. Don't worry about that. Rubin can get away with it. He's a U.S. senator. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. Well, I was going to go away. I'm not going away yet. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy cow. My God. I one more time looking at this. Hold on. I mean, you hear this again. Wait. There's at least 8 shots. I mean, he's on his knees. He's on his knees facing down. They shoot him. Oh my God. He's on his knees. His head is down. Okay. He's on his knees. His head is down when the first shots hit him. Literally, he's in prayer pose when they execute him. He then literally falls over sideways, lifeless. A second passes, 5 more shots to his lifeless body. Holy fuck. I counted 10 in an earlier video. Holy fuck. Yeah, Drop Site News on Twitter. Or, again, my Twitter, I retweeted theirs. Actually, I pinned it as the top post now. If you go to my Twitter, Aravosis, the very top post is mine. I retweet their post, so you'll see theirs. You can give them credit. Nope, I didn't take the video and repost it or anything. I simply redid theirs. My God. My God. Holy shit. My God. I mean, this is horrific. He was filming ICE, and it's an ICE officer who makes first contact. ICE initiated the contact with the guy. He was simply filming them as an observer. Wow. Of course, the wannabe German in the White House just weighed in. Big surprise. Wow. Uh-huh. Stephen Miller just called him a domestic terrorist who tried to assassinate federal law enforcement. That's interesting, based on no evidence. Man. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, wait, there may be even more video. My God. I mean, there is a lot of video now. There's a lot of video. None of it backs up their side of the story. Man. Man. Wow. Wow. This new video, though, I mean, horrific. Man. Oh. Oh. Sorry, once again. Yeah, so apparently journalists are saying in the new video, it's clear that they get his gun away from him. He doesn't go for it, and they execute him because he had a gun. They took the gun away, then they executed him. I mean, unbelievable. Yep. My God. I think you can even see the guy walking away with the gun in his hand. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Bulwark is saying you can see the moment the agent removes the victim's gun from his holster. Even better here. At no point does the victim appear to go for it himself. Just a pack of utter lies from DHS attempting to do the world's laziest cover-up. And he's a journalist with Bulwark. previously with the Dispatch, Weekly Standard, which means he's a Republican. This is a Republican journalist, by the way, saying this. Wow. Holy shit. No, that video is the worst one yet. You all have to go and see this video. Man. Wow. Jesus Christ. I mean, I hear you. Relax, you. Relax. Hi, I know. She's in her other bed under my other desk looking at me going, come on. I do have to. I think I'm going to take a break in a minute, guys, and come back. You know, water the tree. Oh, I did. I watered everything earlier. Everything's watered. Wow. Wow. I mean, again, guys, we don't need Trump supporters. We need voters in the middle. Trump supporters are never going to come around on any of this stuff. They're going to defend everything. We need voters in the middle. Voters in the middle are not going to be thrilled watching a public execution from multiple angles. You know. All right, let's go, guys. Let's take a break. All right. Messy hair this morning. I've got to wash my hair. It's a mess. Let's take a break. I'll come back in a bit because this story isn't going away. I hear you, dog. All right. Discord. I'll be back in a bit. Probably, maybe not in Discord, but we'll see. Kate, good to see you. Sasha, I hear you. 1 second, whiny girl. All right. YouTube. I'll see you guys in a bit, maybe. TikTok. Let's call it a break.